good morning / afternoon / evening. Imagine this. You're in the middle of a conversation and suddenly someone throws a jab, an unkind comment, a sharp criticism, or outright disrespect. In that moment, everything within you urges you to react, to defend yourself, to respond with equal force. But what if you didn't? What if instead you stayed quiet? In life, we will inevitably encounter moments of conflict or situations where we feel disrespected, undermined, or provoked. In these moments, our natural reaction might be to respond immediately, to defend ourselves, or even to retaliate. This impulse is deeply rooted in our instinct to protect our pride and assert our worth. However, true strength does not lie in the ability to lash out. It lies in the ability to restrain oneself. The power of restraint begins with understanding that not every action requires a reaction. Restraint is a deliberate choice, a decision to pause and assess the situation before responding. It reflects an inner confidence that says, I don't need to lower myself to meet negativity on its level. It is in these moments of calm control that we demonstrate maturity and wisdom. Think of restraint as a muscle. The more you practice it, the stronger it becomes. At first, holding back may feel unnatural or even frustrating, but with time, restraint transforms from a conscious effort into a natural habit, allowing you to navigate life's challenges with poise and clarity. Restraint also creates space for reflection. When we react impulsively, we often act from a place of emotion rather than reason. Anger, hurt, or frustration can cloud our judgment and lead to words or actions we later regret. By pausing, we give ourselves the opportunity to process the situation objectively, to ask ourselves important questions. Is this worth my energy? What is the best way to handle this? What outcome do I truly want? Moreover, restraint sends a powerful message to others. When faced with disrespect, silence can speak louder than words. It shows that you are in control of your emotions, that you refuse to be provoked, and that you value your peace over unnecessary conflict. This response not only protects your dignity, but also earns respect. People admire those who can remain composed in the face of adversity. Consider the impact restraint has on relationships and communities. In moments of tension, one impulsive response can escalate a situation into a full-blown conflict, but one act of restraint can diffuse it. When we choose to stay quiet after disrespect, we break the cycle of negativity. We set a tone of respect and understanding, even when it is not reciprocated. Restraint is not about weakness or passivity. It is about power and intentionality. It requires courage to hold your tongue when your pride feels wounded. It takes strength to prioritize long-term peace over short-term satisfaction. And it demands self-awareness to rise above the noise of negativity and focus on what truly matters. In a world that often rewards quick comebacks and loud opinions, restraint is a rare and valuable trait. It reminds us that our energy is finite and that we have the power to choose where we invest it. Restraint allows us to respond to life's challenges not with reactivity, but with purpose and grace. It is without a doubt one of the greatest demonstrations of personal strength. In the moments when we face disrespect, how we respond speaks volumes about our character. It also reveals the level of emotional intelligence we possess. Emotional intelligence, often defined as the ability to understand, manage, and navigate emotions, both our own and those of others, is a crucial skill in dealing with challenging interactions. Elevating emotional intelligence allows us to turn moments of conflict into opportunities for growth, understanding, and self-mastery. At its core, emotional intelligence begins with self-awareness. This means recognizing our emotions as they arise and understanding why we feel the way we do. When disrespected, it's natural to feel anger, hurt, or frustration. But without self-awareness, these emotions can control us, driving us to react impulsively. Emotional intelligence teaches us to pause, identify our feelings, and consider their source. Are we upset because the disrespect was unexpected, or does it touch on a deeper insecurity? By exploring these questions, we gain clarity and insight into our reactions, allowing us to respond thoughtfully rather than react instinctively. The next step in emotional intelligence is self-regulation. Once we understand our emotions, we can begin to control them. Self-regulation doesn't mean suppressing how we feel. It means managing our emotions in a way that aligns with our values and goals. When someone disrespects us, the temptation to lash out is strong, but emotional intelligence empowers us to choose a different path, one that preserves our dignity and reflects our strength. Staying quiet in such moments is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of mastery over our emotions. It's a way of saying, I will not let someone else's behavior dictate mine. Another critical aspect of emotional intelligence is empathy, the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. While it may seem counterintuitive, responding to disrespect with empathy can be transformative. People often act out of their own pain, insecurities, or frustrations. Recognizing this doesn't excuse their behavior, but it can help us approach the situation with a sense of detachment and compassion. And instead of taking the disrespect personally, we can see it as a reflection of the other person's internal struggles. This perspective allows us to rise above the negativity and maintain our sense of peace. Social awareness is another pillar of emotional intelligence that plays a vital role in handling disrespect. It involves understanding the dynamics of the situation and the context in which the disrespect occurred. Is the person acting out in a professional setting where composure is critical? Are they someone close to us whose behavior may stem from a misunderstanding? By considering these factors, we can tailor our response or our silence in a way that aligns with the bigger picture. Finally, emotional intelligence encompasses relationship management. How we handle moments of disrespect can significantly impact our relationships, whether personal or professional. Reacting impulsively may escalate the situation, damage trust, or create lasting tension. On the other hand, staying quiet and choosing our responses carefully can pave the way for resolution and understanding. It sets a tone of maturity and respect that others are likely to follow. Elevating emotional intelligence also means recognizing the long-term benefits of staying quiet after disrespect. While a quick retort may feel satisfying in the moment, it often leads to regret and further conflict. Silence, however, creates space for reflection, understanding, and growth. It allows us to focus on what truly matters: our goals, our values, and our peace of mind. Moreover, emotional intelligence is not just about how we respond to others, it's also about how we treat ourselves. Choosing silence is an act of self-respect. It's a way of saying, I value my energy and my peace too much to waste it on this negativity. This mindset not only protects our well-being, but also inspires others to adopt a similar approach. In a world where emotional reactivity is often the norm, emotional intelligence sets us apart. It helps us navigate challenges with grace, build stronger relationships, and maintain our inner balance. Elevating our emotional intelligence is not a one-time effort, it's a lifelong practice. But with every moment of restraint, every act of empathy, and every thoughtful response, we move closer to mastering this essential skill. And in doing so, we not only improve our own lives, but also set an example for others to follow. Energy is one of our most valuable resources. It fuels our ability to work, think, create, and connect with others. Yet, it is also finite. Every thought, action, and emotion we invest in a situation uses up a portion of that energy. When someone disrespects us, it can feel like an attack not only on our pride, but also on our sense of control. How we respond to that disrespect determines whether we protect our energy or waste it in ways that serve no purpose. Protecting your energy starts with recognizing its importance. Energy is not just about physical stamina, it is also about emotional and mental capacity. When we allow ourselves to be drawn into unnecessary conflicts, arguments, or negativity, we drain this capacity. These moments of engagement may seem small, but over time they add up. Think of energy as a bank account. Each negative interaction is a withdrawal, and staying quiet after disrespect is a way of safeguarding your balance. When the buzzard rings, the negative interaction is a way of safeguarding your balance. When you choose not to react to disrespect, you are prioritizing yourself. You're making a conscious decision to invest your energy in things that truly matter, your goals, your relationships, your growth. Reacting, especially in anger or frustration, often leads to prolonged conflict. Arguments escalate, misunderstandings deepen, and before you know it, you've spent hours or even days caught in a cycle of negativity. By staying quiet, you break that cycle before it begins. Protecting your energy also requires an understanding of boundaries. Not everyone deserves your attention, and not every situation demands your involvement. When someone disrespects you, they are often trying to provoke a reaction. By staying silent, you deny them that power. You are setting a boundary that says, I will not allow someone else to dictate my emotions or consume my time. This boundary is not about shutting people out, but about filtering what and who is worth your energy. Moreover, protecting your energy is closely tied to emotional well-being. When we engage in negative interactions, we carry the weight of those emotions with us. Anger, resentment, frustration. These emotions don't just disappear after the conflict ends. They linger, affecting our mood, our focus, and even our physical health. Silence, on the other hand, allows you to let go. By refusing to engage, you free yourself from carrying the emotional baggage of the moment. You protect your mental clarity and your peace of mind. Another aspect of protecting your energy is the ability to prioritize what truly matters. Life is full of distractions, and moments of disrespect are often just that, distractions. They pull you away from your purpose and your path. When you stay quiet, you are saying, this does not deserve my attention. I have more important things to focus on. This mindset not only conserves your energy, but also helps you stay aligned with your goals and values. Consider the long-term impact of protecting your energy. When you make it a habit to stay quiet after disrespect, you build resilience. You develop the strength to rise above negativity and focus on what's important. This resilience doesn't just benefit you in the moment, it becomes a core part of who you are. Over time, you'll find that you are less affected by the actions of others and more grounded in your own sense of self. Protecting your energy is also a form of self-respect. It's an acknowledgement that your time, emotions, and focus are too valuable to waste. When you stay quiet after disrespect, you are affirming your worth. You are saying, I deserve peace. I deserve to use my energy for things that uplift me, not things that tear me down. Right? This act of self-respect is empowering, and it sets the tone for how others will treat you. Leadership isn't about a title or position. It's about behavior. It's about how we handle ourselves and others in moments that matter. One of the most powerful ways to demonstrate true leadership is by leading with grace, particularly in the face of disrespect. Grace in this context is the ability to rise above negativity, remain composed under pressure, and respond to challenges with dignity and wisdom. It's a trait that inspires trust, respect, and admiration. When someone disrespects you, it's easy to feel provoked. Our instinctive reaction might be to retaliate, to defend ourselves, or to prove a point. But leading with grace means resisting that impulse. It means choosing restraint over retaliation and calm over chaos. This doesn't mean ignoring the disrespect or pretending it doesn't matter. It means addressing it, if necessary, in a manner that upholds your integrity and demonstrates maturity. Leading with grace starts with self-restraint. In moments of disrespect, emotions often run high. Anger, frustration, or hurt can cloud our judgment and lead to reactions we later regret. Grace, however, requires us to pause. It asks us to take a step back, breathe, and consider our response. This pause is powerful. It allows us to act intentionally rather than impulsively. It's a moment where we decide not to be driven by emotions, but by principles. Grace is also about setting an example. When you remain composed and respectful in the face of disrespect, you set a standard for how others should behave. You demonstrate that strength is not about shouting the loudest or being the most aggressive. It's about maintaining your composure and choosing actions that align with your values. This kind of leadership has a ripple effect. People notice and often emulate the behavior of those who handled themselves with grace. Moreover, leading with grace fosters constructive outcomes. Responding to disrespect with anger or defensiveness typically escalates the situation, creating more conflict and tension. Grace, on the other hand, has the power to defuse negativity. When you stay calm and composed, you shift the dynamic. Your response or silence can prompt the other person to reflect on their behavior, potentially opening the door to resolution or understanding. Grace is also a form of empathy. While disrespect is never acceptable, it often stems from someone else's struggles, frustrations, or insecurities. Leading with grace means recognizing this without condoning it. It's the ability to see beyond the surface behavior and acknowledge the humanity in others, even when they are at their worst. This perspective doesn't excuse their actions, but it allows you to approach the situation with a sense of compassion rather than hostility. A key component of leading with grace is preserving relationships. Life is full of interactions where misunderstandings and missteps occur. How we handle these moments can either build or break relationships. Responding to disrespect with grace demonstrates a commitment to maintaining a sense of mutual respect, even in challenging situations. It shows that you are willing to rise above pettiness and prioritize the bigger picture, whether it's a workplace dynamic, a family bond, or a friendship. Leading with grace also means understanding the power of silence. Silence, when used thoughtfully, is a profound form of communication. It conveys strength, self-assurance, and a refusal to engage in unproductive conflict. When you stay quiet after disrespect, you are not ignoring the issue. You are asserting that you will not allow negativity to dictate your actions. Silence allows you to maintain your dignity while sending a powerful message. I am in control of myself, no matter the circumstances. Grace is not just about how you respond to others, it's also about how you treat yourself. By leading with grace, you protect your own well-being. You refuse to let the negativity of others affect your peace of mind or distract you from your goals. This self-respect is the foundation of true leadership. It shows that you value yourself enough to rise above unnecessary conflict and focus on what truly matters. Over time, leading with grace builds a legacy. People remember how you made them feel, how you handled challenges, and how you conducted yourself in moments of tension. Grace leaves a lasting impression. It earns respect and admiration, not because it demands it, but because it embodies the qualities we all aspire to: kindness, strength, and wisdom. In a world where confrontation and reactivity are often celebrated, leading with grace is a rare and powerful choice. It requires self-awareness, emotional intelligence, and courage. But the rewards are immense. When you lead with grace, you don't just elevate yourself, you elevate those around you. You set a standard for what leadership can and should look like. And in doing so, you create a ripple effect of positivity, dignity, and respect that extends far beyond the moment. Leading with grace is not about perfection. It's about progress. It's about striving to respond to life's challenges with the best version of yourself. And when you do, you inspire others to do the same. In life, how we respond to disrespect defines not only the moment, but also who we are. Silence, restraint, emotional intelligence, the protection of our energy, and leading with grace are not just strategies. They are choices that reflect strength, wisdom, and self-respect. By staying quiet after disrespect, we reclaim our power. We rise above the noise, choosing reflection over reaction, purpose over impulsiveness, and dignity over confrontation. It's a declaration that our energy, our peace, and our integrity are far too valuable to be compromised by negativity. Now, this approach is not about avoiding challenges or allowing others to walk over us. It's about understanding the bigger picture, protecting our well-being, fostering growth, and setting a higher standard for how we engage with the world. It's about demonstrating leadership, not by shouting the loudest, but by embodying the qualities we wish to see in others: patience, empathy, and grace. In the end, life is not about the battles we fight, but about the peace we create. Staying quiet after disrespect is not an act of passivity, but a profound statement of strength. It's a commitment to ourselves, to our values, and to the life we want to build, a life rooted in respect, purpose, and unwavering self-worth. So the next time you face disrespect, remember, your silence is not weakness. It is wisdom, it is resilience, and it is one of the greatest acts of self-respect you can offer yourself. Lead with grace, protect your energy, and let your strength shine in your quiet resolve. Thank you.